So, any questions so far other than why are there so many problems? What would you like to ask me? Nothing? No? Okay. Has everybody had enough coffee? How about you, Gwen?
Yeah.
Yeah, Gwen's fired up, if you can't tell. It does happen all the time. Could you unlock your phone real quick? Thank you. Oh, thank you. So while we get something working today, who flew in the furthest? I mean, you're New Zealand, right? How many kilometers was that? London? I mean, that's further. Anything further than New Zealand? Sydney? That's probably really close, right? I mean, depends which way the plane flew, I guess. Did you fly over New Zealand? Awesome. Okay, so that would be further. Yeah, but what about like the time zone? Did you go back in time and then go forward? See, now they're all talking to each other. What? The Wi-Fi? Your phone? We're pretty much saturating everything right now. You know what we need is a freaking hub. Like old school networking, right? You know? Does anybody happen to have a hub and a few network adapters and cables? We could go real old school. Incorrect password. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. We have like no Wi-Fi signal down here. Well, let's put it like this. It's incredibly slow, and you tell me. Pretty much everyone. Yeah, I clocked it at about 400K, so that's pretty slow for what we need to do here.
I need to push it, and then I need to continue with
No.
I need to continue with the demo. Let's see, my phone's currently pushing. No. I only have 2 bars on my phone is the thing. Nope, and it's stuck again. I can't use my phone because my signal's not strong enough in here.
You want to try and use my phone? What network are you on? What is
She's
your
in the
provider?
middle of a demo right now.
Well, we need more now. So I'm almost done with this. I can go on. All right. Cool. So now I need I need browser. That's not done. There you go. All right. Very cool. So I think I managed to push my PR. Yay!
So it's a work in progress on the Wi-Fi.
So I'm going to go to the Kubernetes pull request tab, which is actually loading, if we are to believe that bar. Like this.
Yes. Stringing together cans of internet as we go.
All right, wait. I still need to actually do the pull request. I pushed it, but now I need to, yeah. So first I push it to my origin, and then I'm opening a PR. Okay. Hi, San Diego. I really wish I could show you this, but I can't because it's not working well. Go ahead. Okay, so while we're waiting for this pull request to load, let's go ahead and look at some other pull requests that are open against the Kubernetes repository. So when you open a pull request, the first thing that will happen is you will be asked to fill a pull request template, and you are going to be asked by a bot to do a couple more steps. When you open a PR, make sure you read what the bot instructions are. We're going to have an exercise later in the day for the beginner folks that's going to explain a little bit more about that. The bot will also tell you if some of the tests failed. If you look at the left, there's a set of colorful labels, all of which mean something. The way that you add the labels is by talking to our bot commands. Let's see if my pull request got opened, and I can show you what those look like. Here we are. Hi, San Diego. Yay. So, a couple of things that you see on the left that you can look out for. Labels. It says CNCF, CLA, yes. That is the contributor license agreement check. Who has signed the contributor license agreement? Awesome. I know that not everyone is able to sign it. If you haven't been able to sign it in time for this workshop, make sure that you go ahead and collaborate with someone who has, and make sure that you offer around your tables, offer to your friends, get to know each other, work together. Then there is a red label. It says, do not merge, release note label needed. That is because I did not follow the pull request template, the vestiges of which are still here. You will do that once you do it the proper way. So right away, you'll see that there's a bunch of extra steps you'll have to do. And look, I'm logged in as Chris, so what I'm going to do, it says needs kind. What kind is this? Well, the issue that I showed you was a kind cleanup. So here's how I would talk to the Kubernetes bot. I would go /kind, and then type cleanup. And now the bot should add a cleanup label, and there it is, kind cleanup. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 stop, stop, stop. Don't do it. There you go. It also needs a priority, and it has been automatically assigned a SIG label. We will talk more about that in the workshop, but this is just to give you an overview of what will happen when you open a pull request. I apologize for all the issues that we were having. I was going to show you a lot more things in this time, but I hope that this gives you at least some things to think about and some questions to ask and some common problems that you might want to figure out how to avoid for yourselves in the future. Let's go back to the presentation. Hooray! All right. So, next, who can contribute to Kubernetes? Chris can. Who else can? Jeremy can. Edward can. Anno can. Who else can? Everybody can contribute to Kubernetes. Everyone in this room has a skill that we want and we need and that you can bring to the table. We need developers, we need docs writers, we need community organizers. Every single one of you has a thing that either they know already really well and that we want to use, or they have something that they want to learn and that we can share so that the knowledge lives on. Why should you contribute to Kubernetes? This is supposed to be a joke. You can laugh or not. So The Kubernetes Contributor Patch is the honor that we bestow on people when they become contributors. The price tag on the CNCF store is purposely high. There have been people that have been trying to purchase it, but you won't actually be allowed to check it out. This is supposed to be a deterrent. Fitting contributions into your job. How many of you are here because your boss said, hey, you should get involved with the Kubernetes community? We want to figure out what that is. How many are here because they are Kubernetes users and they have found bugs and want to fix them? Yeah, awesome. How many are here because they just want to learn about Kubernetes any which way? Wonderful. These are all excellent ways to contribute. Fitting contributions into your job, it really depends on what angle you take, right? Some of you might be working with Kubernetes every single day, and there is that one bug that keeps creeping up. Being able to fix that and being able to go upstream and say, hey, I want this fixed so that I can use it internally is an excellent way to get started contributing. Everyone has a different origin story. This is my origin story. Will this go? Don't do this. This is the first issue that I opened against the Kubernetes community repo, which we will also talk a little bit more about what it means, how many repos there are. I complained that it was really hard for me to get started contributing. And then I yelled at everyone about it, a bunch of strangers on the internet at the time. I know all these people now, and I feel terrible. This kind of brings us into our code of conduct, be kind to each other. I don't think I was terribly over the line, but you know. Maybe don't yell at a bunch of open source maintainers like that. It all turned out well. Everyone was super kind and patient with me. And I think I lost the Prezzo. I almost had it. I'm trying. Nope. Nope. Let me try. Whoop. This is not my machine, if you hadn't noticed. No, that's the presentation.
The other window had it.
I just clicked on a link. Sorry. I did things. F11?
Oh, wait, function F11? No, that's not the right thing. Ta-da.
Ah.
There it is. There you go.
There you go. Thank you. So figuring out what to contribute can be a little bit of your choose your own adventure story. Again, it depends on who you are, who you want to be, and what your situation is. Are you doing this for work? Are you doing this for school? Are you doing this for yourself? Are you a docs writer? Are you a developer? What is your specialty? Do you like security? Do you like storage? Think about that and use your tables, introduce yourselves. I mean, actually, you already introduced yourselves, and kind of share a little bit where you might want to start with your contribution to Kubernetes. Go ahead. All right. I really like that everyone is talking to each other. Is there someone who would like to share? I can come with the microphone. Anyone want to share with the room? I know that's scary.
No one?
Please give me a volunteer. Your ideas on where you want to get started contributing.
I want to make it easier for everybody to contribute. Yeah.
Anyone else? All right.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Eddie. I work for a company called DigitalOcean, and I'm very interested, that's the word, in getting involved with Client Go and API machinery.
That's awesome. Anyone else?
Hello, everybody. My very first pull request was accepted recently. Like, oh. Yeah, it was merged to the it was.
That is super awesome. Speaking of API machinery, there will be a SIG meet and greet later in the day that I recommend everyone go to. And that's why I want you to start thinking about what you're interested in right now. Anyone else before we head into the break? Yes.
Hello everyone, my name is Kia. I'm actually still a student in University of Waterloo. Because I do some internships and I know my next internship is going to be really Kubernetes focused, so I really want to learn. And what I want to focus on for contribution is like how to ease the the beginner, how to ease the beginner contribution process, because I know other interns, other students who want to try starting Kubernetes, but they find it really hard to find resources. So I want to help with that.
Awesome. Do you want to be on this workshop team for next KubeCon? Because I'll talk to me later. Fantastic. I think we should take a 10-minute break. Let me double check the schedule. There should be refreshments and coffee outside, or at least that's what they told me. And then at 10:30, Chris will talk to you about how to get started talking with the current maintainers. See you all at 10:30.